and welcome to my channel. My name is Sean, sometimes known as the Beast, and recently I was fortunate enough to win a competition that was being run by our good friend Metal Marty Mac when he reached his 1,000 subscribers. He's surpassed that and thoroughly deserved. Marty is one of the nicest people you could ever wish to meet. His collection is just ridiculous. His knowledge is ridiculous. He listens to a wide variety of music, ranging from old time rock right up to the echelons of murder, death, kill and such like. His competition sort of showed what type of a guy he was. The question he asked was for us to highlight a local band that was unsigned and, you know, you thought deserved a bit of a push. So fortunately, like I say, I was lucky enough to win. So today this package turned up. Now I took the time to slice it open just to make it a little bit more visually stunning, hopefully. So let's see what little treats he's sent. I know he was offering either a cash prize initially or some vinyl records, including the band 10 Ton Slug, who Marty has been championing for quite some time, being collector scum, and having listened to the 10 Ton Slug album digitally, I was always going to pick the records. So I'll open it up, see what's inside. Now, first off, on the top there is a letter, so I'll put that aside for now. We have a CD and quite a large stack of vinyl records. So, close that up. Tell you what, we'll put them down there while we get rid of the box for now. We'll jump into the CD first. Apologies for the tape sounding again. Put that down there for further use. Now I have heard Marty mention this band before. They're called Wukan. Female fronted, I believe it's folk, like rock. I think this is the band he said where the girl's got a really nice voice and she plays a flute. The album in question is called Heretic Tongues. There's the picture of the band and the actual disc. So yeah, I remember, I think Marty bought a few of their albums off Jürgen, and he was extolling their, you know, praising them highly and such like. So yeah, it'll be interesting to listen to that. Cheers Marty, thank you. Right then, let's see if, apologies for the tape sounds. Right, this is well wrapped up. I wonder if it's possible to slide them out of the outside and not make too much of this. We'll stick that down there and pick that up later on, just so Mrs. Beast doesn't tell me off for leaving a mess. Right, let's get into what we've got. First up is, alright, it's a 7-inch single featuring the mighty Anatomia on that side and Surgical on that side. Now Marty did actually send me a photograph of this after it was announced that I'd won the competition. I must have mentioned in a previous post how much of a fan I was of Anatomia and how jealous I was of not actually owning this. So Marty, being the kind, nice gentleman that he is, he's obviously thrown it in the package. We have the inner label on that side for the Anatomia boys and Surgical on that side. Thank you very much, sir, very much appreciated. Another addition to the Anatomia collection. Rather than trying to re-sleeve these, I'll just put them next to me gently on the desk. Yeah. Next up is something I have no clue whatsoever about. That is the front cover, very intriguing indeed. That is the rear cover, also intriguing. Is there anything inside? We get a vinyl record and quite a nice, no, where the bloody hell's the camera? There, can you see the red in there? This is no clue. Let's have a look and see if there's any info on the record. So it says Tome Bone Divinations on that side, which is only one track, 11 minutes long, potentially Doom. And on this side it is Nomadic Rituals, The Great Dying, with a time of 14 minutes and 14 seconds. That makes me think that is going to be 2 Doom albums, 2 Doom bands potentially. Yeah, it says on the side Nomadic Rituals, The Great Dying, and Tome Bone Divinations. That cover art is rather intriguing, so that will be a very interesting listen. Say both bands they're new to me, I haven't heard of either of them. The thing with these type of packages and parcels, when you don't know what you're getting, is it sort of shows your ignorance and your lack of knowledge when it comes to metal, especially the more underground stuff. So next up we have the band yeah, whatever that says. I will, when I stick this up and edit it and such like, I'll write the band names and the albums underneath. Can I see what it says? It says Dude Swens, and yes, something that's not in English on that side. We get the inner sheet. Will that throw any light onto it? Picture of the band with some information. Dude Swens, DOODSWENS. Yeah, it doesn't really say a lot. We'll have a look. Perhaps the vinyl will shine some more light onto their no. Nice black vinyl. Nice inner labels that don't really give much information. Well, it looks like the old research will have to take effect whilst listening. So, did we say, we said Dude Swins? I think we'll stick with that for now, and you can correct me in the comments if you know better. Now this one I do know. This is the one that Marty first mentioned, and a band he has been plugging relentlessly, and after listening to it digitally I can see why. This is the mighty 10 Ton Slug and their release Colossal Oppressor. This is really, really good. This is really heavy. There's quite a lot of riffs in it as well, obviously, but we see the custom inner labels and the inner sheet with the lyrical content and the thank you very much for being awesome and listening to us type comments. I'm not going to get this back in the sleeve without making a twat of myself. No need to say I'm already a twat, that was a bit personal, even though I agree with you. Yeah, this is a really, really good release. I can see why. I believe they played at Marty's, is it called Scream For Me, the festival he runs a couple of times a year. I believe they headline there. Yeah, they're a band I'm hoping they come over to the UK and get a chance to see them live, because this is an absolute ripper of an album. So that is the mighty 10 Ton Slug. Next up we have an album that has got no band name on the front whatsoever. which doesn't always help, does it? Does anybody recognise the band? Does anybody recognise the album cover? On the back it says Temple Nightside, so I'm assuming that is the name of the band. There is a poster inside. The artwork is, oh wow, that is it's pretty impressive, to be fair. Very, very skilled artist, whoever it may be. I'll probably do a follow-up video to this, just so we can, like, a first impressions type thing. Again, what did I say this was called? Temple Nightside. What do we get inside it? We get a booklet which says Temple Nightside, the Hecatomb, with a lot of lyrical content, etc., etc. inside, which is pretty impressive. Are we on black vinyl again? We are on black vinyl again. It's on Iron Bonehead record label, which makes me think it's probably going to be black metal. I do apologise if there's a glare every so often, but yeah, I mean, the artwork to that would be a well worth sticking in a frame if you get a proper print of it. Yeah, I like that a lot. You got the artist's name anywhere? No. Like I say, I'll do a follow-up video and try and provide a little bit more information, and whether or not it's worth listening to. I'm sure it will be. Marty knows his shit. This band is called Defiled, and the album is called The Highest Level. Again, I quite like that artwork. I've got a feeling Defiled are, yeah, death metal from, what does it say on there? Very small writing. Old school death metal at its finest. Recommended if you like Morbid Angel, Obituary and Deicide. Well, I would say that's pretty much in my wheelhouse. There's the gents on the back looking all machismo fueled. Gatefold with the lyrics in. We get the vinyl itself on a rather a fetching blue little ensemble, which is it's actually not that bad considering I'm not a fan of coloured vinyls. I don't mind coloured vinyls, it's when the multicoloured splatter shit vinyl that doesn't even tie in with the artwork. Talking of which, that is a superb album cover. So that is Defiled and The Highest Level. Once again, Marty, thank you very much, sir. You are a gentleman indeed. Next up we have, take all the gubbins out first. Is that them all? No. We have this one, which is Gutted by Horrors. I'm assuming that's the name of the band rather than the album. Or it could be actually be called, the band could be called Death Vomit, and the album could be called Gutted by Horrors. Either way, it looks very much black metal infused nastiness. The inner sheet has some photos of the gents on that side and some thank yous and information and stuff. This side has a lot of skulls, and I don't know if the camera can pick it up, the lyrical content in a very purple font, which means it's almost impossible to read, which begs the question, what's the point of putting the fucking thing on there? We also get a poster, again, the gents and the quite nice artwork. Death metal. I think the telling feature, I think it's black metal. And what colour vinyl do we get for this? This is on a nice shiny black vinyl. Very much appreciated once again, sir. And the last one is one that he did send me the picture of this one as well, knowing that I'm a bit of a Motorhead fan. Asked if I had this one. This is Filthy Lies and the album Little Villains. This is the side project of a certain Mr. Taylor, who played drums for the mighty Motorhead back in the day. Now, I didn't even know that this was a thing, so when Marty said, would this interest you as part of the prize, obviously it was a, oh yes please. There's the inner label on that side. It's on Heavy Psych Sounds, apparently. I would guess it's not going to be too much unlike a Motorhead release. So once we've spun it a few times, we'll do a video and explain the years and days of if we like it or not. So we've got a letter. I don't think there'll be, it doesn't say there's any spoilers anyway. Let's see what Marty has to say. Hi Sean, congrats on winning my giveaway. Thank you for your continued friendship, it means a lot. Ditto, my friend. A few records for you, including the 10 Ton Slug album. Went through your Discogs, so I hope you don't have any of these, but I may have missed something. If so, pass it on. Well, I can tell you now I don't have any of these. I included the Wukan CD so you can check them out. Great vocals. Cheers, pal. Marty. Well, sir, that was far too generous. I would have been more than happy with the 10 Ton Slug album. Again, these competitions, thread responses and such like, it's not about winning the prize. Obviously I'm over the moon to have won this one. It's about supporting fellow members of the Metal VC and hopefully spreading their channels, you know, so there might be a few people that watch my rubbish that don't know who Marty is. Hopefully you'll go and see, check out Marty's channel. I'll leave a link to his channel down below in the description. Once again, mate, thank you so much. Your generosity is absolutely, it's ridiculous. I'll do a follow-up video to this one, probably in a couple of weeks' time, when I have a chance to digest it all. Thank you ever so much, Marty. Thanks to anybody that's carried on watching my me waffling on. For some reason, unboxing videos and such like don't seem to be overly well received, but there was no way I wasn't going to do an unboxing of this one. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Again, if it's the first time you've seen any of my videos, please consider giving it a thumbs up or subscribing. If you know any of this music at all, pop down in the comments and help me get rid of my ignorance, and look after one another. Enjoy whatever music it is that you're listening to. Enjoy whatever genre of music you're listening to, and as always, until next time, cheers!